Please don't skip. Watch until the end. The ending will surprise you.
What if, one morning, the world woke up to the impossible? Deep inside an untouched forest, satellites detect a gigantic moving creature. Helicopters rush to the scene. Scientists can't believe what they're seeing. Standing beneath the ancient trees is a living dinosaur. Stegosaurus, a peaceful giant protected by towering armor plates, and a tail armed with 4 deadly spikes powerful enough to shatter bone. For over 145 million years, it existed only as fossils buried beneath the earth. But what if it had survived? Could it defend itself against today's most powerful predators? Would modern cities be forced to adapt to its return? Or would humanity become the visitor in its world? Travel back to the late Jurassic and uncover the true story of one of history's most extraordinary dinosaurs. This is Lost Kingdoms. This is the legend of Stegosaurus. 155 million years ago, Earth was a completely different planet. There were no cities, no roads, no humans, only endless forests, towering mountains, and rivers that had never been touched by civilization. The air was warm. The ground trembled beneath the footsteps of giants. Every shadow could hide a predator. Every sunrise marked another battle for survival. Among all these incredible creatures, one peaceful giant slowly walked through the ancient forests. It wasn't the fastest. It wasn't the strongest hunter, but it carried one of the strangest weapons nature had ever created. Its name was Stegosaurus. Standing nearly 30 feet long and weighing more than 7 tons, this giant herbivore ruled the forests with quiet confidence. Its towering plates reflected the morning sunlight. Its massive spiked tail warned every predator to stay away. At first glance, it looked almost harmless, but appearances were dangerously misleading. Stegosaurus had survived millions of years because evolution had turned its body into a living fortress. Every plate, every spike, every movement had a purpose. Yet even this incredible animal lived in constant danger, because somewhere deep inside the forest, a hunter was watching. Like every dinosaur, Stegosaurus began life inside a small egg, hidden beneath warm soil and thick layers of leaves. A mother carefully buried her clutch. She could not protect them forever. Nature would decide which babies survived. Days became weeks. Inside the eggs, tiny hearts began to beat. Small legs slowly formed. Miniature plates appeared along their backs. Then, one shell cracked. A tiny Stegosaurus pushed its way into the sunlight for the very first time. It was no larger than a puppy. Its spikes were tiny. Its famous plates were little more than soft bumps beneath its skin. The newborn could barely walk, yet danger was already everywhere. Small meat-eating dinosaurs constantly searched for nests. One mistake could mean death within minutes. The young Stegosaurus stayed hidden among giant ferns. Every sound mattered. Every shadow could become an enemy. Only the strongest hatchlings would survive long enough to become giants. Each passing month made them larger. Their legs became stronger. Their plates slowly grew taller. Their tails became heavier. And finally, the famous 4 spikes appeared. Nature had started building one of history's greatest defensive weapons. Year after year, the tiny hatchling continued to grow. By the age of 5, it had already become larger than most predators. Its body stretched nearly 20 feet long. Its legs became thick pillars of muscle. Its neck grew stronger, but the most incredible transformation happened along its back. The small bumps that once covered its skin slowly expanded into enormous bony plates. Each plate was taller than a human. They stood in 2 magnificent rows from the neck to the tail. For over 100 years, scientists believed these plates were armor, but they weren't. Modern research revealed something astonishing. The plates were filled with tiny blood vessels. When the morning air became cold, warm blood flowed through the plates, helping the giant absorb heat from the rising sun. During the hottest afternoons, the same blood vessels released excess heat back into the air. Nature had created a giant biological cooling system, but that wasn't their only purpose. Imagine standing in front of a fully grown Stegosaurus. Its plates suddenly flushed bright red with blood. Its body appeared twice as large. Even the bravest predator would think twice before attacking. Some scientists believe these colorful displays also helped attract mates. The larger and healthier the plates, the more attractive the dinosaur became. Every feature served more than one purpose. Nature wasted nothing. Despite its terrifying appearance, Stegosaurus was one of the gentlest giants of the Jurassic. It hunted nothing. It killed only to survive. Every morning began the same way. Slowly, The giant wandered through endless forests searching for fresh plants. Its favorite food was soft ferns, young cycads, tender shrubs, fresh shoots growing near rivers. Unlike modern cows, Stegosaurus couldn't chew properly. Its tiny leaf-shaped teeth simply clipped vegetation. Large mouthfuls of plants disappeared into its stomach. Hidden inside were small stones called gastroliths. These stones crushed tough leaves, helping the giant digest food. A fully grown Stegosaurus needed hundreds of kilograms of plants every single day. It spent nearly all daylight hours eating, slowly moving, slowly feeding, rarely stopping. This peaceful lifestyle allowed it to conserve energy. But life in the Jurassic was never truly peaceful. Far away, another dinosaur had already noticed the giant. Golden eyes watched from between ancient trees. Sharp claws gripped the forest floor. A silent hunter waited patiently. It was not interested in speed. It wanted the perfect moment. The moment when Stegosaurus became distracted. The moment when its deadly tail pointed the wrong way. Because hiding inside those forests lived one of the greatest hunters the Jurassic world had ever known, Allosaurus. And soon, the greatest battle of Stegosaurus's life was about to begin. The forest suddenly became silent. Even the insects stopped making noise. Small dinosaurs disappeared into the bushes. The peaceful morning had changed. Something was coming. Hidden between the giant conifer trees, a pair of yellow eyes stared directly at the Stegosaurus. It was Allosaurus, the king of the late Jurassic predators. Nearly 30 feet long, more than 2 tons of pure muscle, rows of razor-sharp teeth, powerful jaws designed to tear flesh, and long muscular legs capable of incredible bursts of speed. Unlike Stegosaurus, Allosaurus survived by hunting. It searched constantly for weakness. A sick dinosaur, an injured animal, or one that wasn't paying attention. Today, its target was a fully grown Stegosaurus, feeding quietly beside a river. The predator lowered its body. Every step became slower, closer, closer. The distance between hunter and prey disappeared. Only 20 meters remained. 15. 10. Then suddenly, the Allosaurus exploded from the trees. Birds filled the sky. Dust covered the ground. The hunt had begun. The Stegosaurus instantly lifted its head. It didn't run. It couldn't. Instead, it turned its entire body, slowly, carefully, until its tail faced the charging predator. The Allosaurus lunged forward. Its enormous jaws snapped toward the dinosaur's neck. But before it could bite, whoosh, the giant tail sliced through the air. 4 deadly spikes missed the predator by only inches. The Allosaurus jumped backward. It had expected an easy meal. Instead, it faced a living weapon. The predator circled, searching for another opportunity. The Stegosaurus never looked away. Every movement of the hunter was matched by the swinging tail. Neither animal blinked. Neither wanted to make the first mistake. Finally, the Allosaurus attacked again. This time, it rushed toward the dinosaur's side. Its claws scratched across the thick skin. But before it could bite, crack, the Thagomizer slammed directly into its shoulder. The impact echoed across the valley. One massive spike pierced deep into muscle. The predator screamed in pain. Blood stained the ground. It stumbled backward. Scientists have discovered fossilized Allosaurus bones containing mysterious holes, almost identical to the size of Stegosaurus tail spikes. These fossils tell an incredible story. Stegosaurus didn't simply scare predators. Sometimes, it defeated them. The wounded Allosaurus breathed heavily. Its left leg trembled. Every movement caused pain. For several seconds, neither dinosaur moved. Then, the predator slowly stepped backward. Another attack could be fatal. It wasn't worth the risk. With one final roar, the Allosaurus disappeared into the forest. Silence returned once again. The Stegosaurus survived, not because it was faster, not because it was stronger, but because evolution had built the perfect defense. Every plate, every muscle, every spike had saved its life. This strategy worked for millions of years. Generation after generation, Stegosaurus continued walking across the Jurassic forests, living peacefully, while even the greatest hunters learned to respect the giant with the deadly tail. For nearly 10 million years, Stegosaurus ruled the Jurassic forests. It watched generations come and go. It survived predators, storms, floods, wildfires, and countless dry seasons. But even nature's greatest survivors cannot escape time. The Earth itself was changing. The continents slowly drifted apart. Volcanoes erupted more frequently. Ancient forests that had fed Stegosaurus for millions of years slowly disappeared. Fresh green valleys became dry plains. Food became harder to find. New dinosaur species appeared. Competition increased. Every year, life became more difficult. The once peaceful forests were changing forever. Young Stegosaurus struggled to find enough food. Older giants grew weaker. Their long migrations became exhausting. Slowly, almost silently, their numbers began to fall. Unlike the dramatic extinction of Tyrannosaurus rex millions of years later, Stegosaurus disappeared, gradually. No giant explosion, no massive asteroid, just millions of years of environmental change. Eventually, the final Stegosaurus took its last breath beneath an ancient tree. For the first time in millions of years, the forests became silent. The kingdom of the plated giant had ended. As centuries passed, the giant's body slowly disappeared. Muscles faded, skin vanished. Only bones remained. Layer after layer of mud buried the skeleton. Rivers carried sand across it. Volcanic ash sealed it beneath the earth. Millions of years passed. Mountains rose. Oceans changed. Ice ages came and went. Human civilization appeared. Cities were built. Empires rose and fell. Yet beneath our feet, the Stegosaurus waited, patiently, silently, its story hidden inside stone. Then, in 1877, American paleontologist Othniel Charles Marsh uncovered strange fossil bones, unlike anything ever seen before. Huge plates, massive tail spikes, an unusually small skull. At first, scientists made mistakes. Some believed the plates lay flat across its back like roof tiles. Others thought the spikes belonged on its shoulders. But every new fossil revealed another piece of the puzzle. Eventually, the true Stegosaurus emerged once again, not alive, but reconstructed from stone. Museums around the world proudly displayed its enormous skeleton. Children stared upward in amazement. Scientists continued studying every bone. Even today, new discoveries are still changing what we know about this incredible dinosaur. Its story is far from over. Now, imagine the impossible. A satellite captures movement deep inside an untouched rainforest. At first, scientists believe it's an elephant. Then the image becomes clearer. Towering plates, a massive swinging tail, a creature that should not exist. Within hours, the entire world is watching. Helicopters circle overhead. News channels interrupt every broadcast. Scientists from every continent rush to the discovery site. The impossible has happened. Stegosaurus is alive. Entire forests become protected wildlife reserves. Military forces block public access. Biologists carefully observe its behavior. Veterinarians study its incredible immune system. Engineers examine the structure of its plates, hoping to design stronger body armor inspired by nature. Millions of tourists dream of seeing it. Children no longer visit museums to see dinosaur skeletons. They visit national parks to watch living dinosaurs walk beneath the trees. But new challenges quickly appear. A 7-ton dinosaur cannot safely wander near modern cities. Roads must be redesigned. Railways rerouted. Protected migration corridors created. Farmers learn to live alongside prehistoric giants. Wildlife laws change forever. The return of Stegosaurus transforms science, education, medicine, engineering, and humanity's understanding of evolution. It reminds us that Earth once belonged to creatures far greater than ourselves. Although Stegosaurus exists today only through fossils, its story continues to inspire millions. Every fossil, every footprint, every discovery brings us one step closer to understanding the incredible lost kingdoms that existed long before humanity. Perhaps these giants are gone forever, but as long as we continue searching, their legends will never become extinct. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Lost Kingdoms for more journeys into Earth's forgotten worlds.